Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Greg, Schneider IC SFI combo, week number 5. I'm just getting into the week. At the end of the week last week, I was able to go through a drop yard in northern Ohio and take a load to Charleston, South Carolina. Wasn't the greatest pay, but I took it on purpose because it got me through the house. Under load, non-high value, non-hazmat. I had a place to park the trailer and go only a block away, roughly, to my house. The mayor gave me permission. Town police kind of kept in, they keep an eye right there on the main drag. I'll lock every load I got anyway, but it wasn't high value, so who cares? I don't know if I'm allowed to do that or not, but I've done it, and I'll do it again if I had to, because I had to see my wife and kids. I was gone for a solid month. So anyway, that wasn't bad. I knew I was going to eat it on that one, but that's because I could go home, and it's better than going home for free. So I did out and did it. What I've started to do is, obviously with Big Rig CEO James Jones, thank you for all your stuff. I haven't talked to you in a couple of weeks. James has given me a couple pointers even over the phone, but I always feel bad when people that have a lot of followers and are trying to help people on a mass scale and give them advice or at least tell them what to expect. It just makes me feel bad like they're taking time out of their day to talk to me, and I don't care how many times they reassure me. But him and obviously Thor, I always mention these guys because I think you guys need to listen to them instead of coming listen to me first. But this is just my fresh take on it and the way I see it. So if it helps you or you're anything like me, there's obviously a chemistry on how you're going to operate too. But Thor, who's long gone, but watching his numbers and listening to him, and of course he gave CEO some props. TB, I don't know if he's I don't know if he ever talked to any of them guys, but he's been through the ringer with the Schneider IC and the SFI stuff. But he was honest about everything, and it was inspiring to watch his story. So I haven't caught up with him. I commented on one of his videos recently, and he's got stuff in his description, but I just haven't done. I've pretty much divorced myself from a lot of the internet, but this is a good tool to kind of give other people. And I wouldn't even say advice because there's so many sources of advice out there, but I'm getting deeper in my faith being out here. I have to because I miss my family so bad. It's not making me sick. It's not making me doubt myself. It's not making me want to shut it down. Can't afford to do that anyway. Even if you're just breaking even, it's going to cost you money to turn this thing in early. But it's not going bad. I just miss them. They miss me, but absence makes the hype go fonder, or whatever they say. I don't know. Anyway, got to finish this peach tea because I'm doing keto again in a week. So, things that have helped me. The advice to not go anywhere unless there's an abundance of freight there, or you can pre-plan your way out of places. Big places like Texas, Florida, or if you get beyond southern Massachusetts and heading into Maine, or even New Hampshire, Vermont. Rhode Island's not bad because it's so tiny. You can get into Massachusetts, Connecticut, or New York, or Jersey from there, and it's not going to kill your bank. But you do got the money boxes, and last settlement of the next month is when apparently all that comes out. At least that's the last time I saw that on the messages on the little tablet thing. So I'm trying to stay out of the Northeast and avoid most of those tolls. But man, I'm telling you, if you don't care to go there and you know your tolls, I got a toll guru deal. It kind of helps me out with mapping that out based on the routing. And I measure that stuff. If there's a good load there, and there's something that'll get me close to getting out of there, you can always find something going back west a little bit, even if it's just into Northern Virginia, coming out of Jersey, coming out of upstate. I wouldn't say upstate, but like Albany, Syracuse, Rochester, any of that in New York. You can always find something around the Jersey and all the ports and even the NYC. But if I got to cross the GW Bridge, it's a no-go because that's $100 roughly for that truck on that Easy Pass. No, unless that load pays $3.85 a mile and it's going all the way up to as far as you can go in Maine with a truck, Bangor or whatever's up there. So, yeah, not interested. And it doesn't bother me to drive through New York City. You just better have the time to do it. But you guys just don't be scared to go somewhere. That's me. A lot of guys want to stay in the Midwest. They say the rates are good. In my experience so far, I have looked at that because it's the advice I've been given. Maybe you got to be patient or what it is. But I find the better rates, to me, seem to be southeast heading to the northeast, and then the northeast heading back somewhat south, and then you try to get something into Virginia or North Carolina, South Carolina that's heading slightly west. So what I've seen in the way I've patterned things out. And granted, I haven't actually been home, bobtailed home from where I spotted a trailer and then stayed 4 or 5 days and then came back out. I haven't done that yet. I only went through the house with a load, for a short period of time. But what it's looking like to me is it's kind of like a crescent-shaped deal. I can get anywhere in Virginia, mostly eastern Virginia, that little tail end below West Virginia where I'm from, you just to pass through if you're lucky enough to get to Tennessee. But there's a lot of stuff that is Georgia and Alabama, Mississippi, and the Carolinas, some eastern Tennessee, and all kinds of stuff in Maryland and Delaware and Jersey, Pennsylvania, a lot in Pennsylvania, New York and Rhode Island, Connecticut. That's where it's booming, where I see it. And don't get me wrong, there's some cheap rates there too that keeps you in the money boxes and doesn't even pay you. I don't even know why they bother putting that on the IC board, but I guess some guys use it to get home, or maybe they throw it out there thinking somebody like me who don't know what the hell they're doing, they're going to do that. But I'm not that naive. I might be dumb, but I ain't stupid. So, where I'm going depends on what the rate that I've got to make, and if I had the freedom to bid, I've got to learn a little bit more about it before I can start throwing prices out there. But I know my cost to operate. I just want to milk the profit. Who don't? Brokers want to do it to you, right? If you're out of this IC type thing. Schneider's my broker for now, and might stay that way for a long time. Who knows? But anyway, I'm not afraid to go to the Northeast. You just got to be more calculated. But not even so much so as going to Texas like I did a couple weeks ago. I'm not afraid to go to Texas. I will try that again with a better plan. But I'm not seeing, and maybe I'm doing it wrong, somebody could tell me. I've looked for the, between 50 and 150 deadhead miles, and I've tried to look for that anywhere in Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, all of that, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, all of that area, what you would call the Midwest. I know the Mississippi and Alabama's the South, but all of that Midwest business, even into Iowa, I'm not seeing the rates guys are talking about. I might see a load here or there that pays $2.20 a mile after your deadhead, total rates a mile, and then you get there and you got a deadhead over 300 miles to get something that's got decent rates coming back. And the fuel prices aren't horrible out there, but the fuel prices are awesome down south. Now, Northeast, they suck crap. But if you can get from southeast to northeast and then back southeast and keep most of your fueling down south, that's where I'll tell you what. I've averaged 2K a week, except for week 1 and last week when I went home. But I run hard, and that's not bragging. I got this truck. August the 4th is when I climbed in this bad boy and left the Charlotte OC. I'm sitting at 379, 336. I got the truck that had 370,050. Now, I've had 4 34-hour resets, and that's out in the field, and then I had 2.5 days at home. So I don't know how much that averages out to, but I know I run hard. If I don't hit 3K miles a week, I think something's wrong. And when I say a week, I mean it's a total 7 days. Now, if I can run 2,000 miles a week and make the same amount of money, as a business owner, I've learned that much. But I hear everybody say it's not about running hard, it's about running smart. If you can run smart and then hard behind it and couple them together, that's where you'll make money. But you're going to suffer for it by being tired, and you're going to be stinky, and it's going to be that much longer before you do your laundry. Now, I got Axe body spray. I try to get a shower every day because I got shower power. I'm transitioning to try to eat in the truck all the time. I do got that big fridge and stuff, but I got to get to the grocery store. I got to do this keto thing again, man. My boobs are sagging a little bit. But listen, the biggest thing that's helped me is, I think about my family. I got some pictures on the dash. I try to talk to them every day on the phone and stuff. It really helps the kids. But more than anybody, it helps me. Call that selfish, but I need to see them. I need to hear them, and I really want to hold them and hug them and tell them how much I love them and miss them. But just seeing them alone helps tremendously, especially my wife. I miss her. I love her. And we spat and fight all the time. But it's not really fighting. I think it's just who we are. My Uncle Chuck and his wife Susan were the same way. And I guess that just always stuck with me when I saw it. But, I love everybody, mom and dad, brother, sister, everybody. I miss them, but I missed a lot of them anyway. The world has gotten so separated. They think it's closer together because these electronics has gotten so separated. So being out here has actually brought me closer to God in my faith. And I'm thankful for that. So I don't know how you guys, I don't care who you pray to, whatever. It's not even an opinion. Jesus Christ is the one Lord and Savior of the world. If you accept Him, we'll see you later up there. I don't care if you ever see me again. That's just how I feel about it. If you don't like it, bye. But all of us out here, regardless of race, religion, all that, we're by and large trying to do the same thing. So no matter what you believe, I pray for you out there. I pray for you safely get home in general. Nobody needs to perish out here or suffer out here. So that gives me great comfort knowing I'm not the only dad and the only husband out here on the road. I'm not the only person who loves God and thanks Him for His blessings out here on the road. We are a big family out here. I'll nod at you. I'll shake your hand. I'll wave at you. I'll tell you hello if you say hello to me. I'll pull forward at the pilot so you can get your fuel. And I won't go in there and order 5 sandwiches, take a triple S while you're just sitting there wondering what happened and you got to back up. I will try to help you back into a spot at the truck stop if I'm not too tired to be able to do the daggone thing. There's not enough courtesy in the world, and courtesy is a human respect. Nobody has to earn that. Just be nice. Just be nice. It takes more effort to not be. I don't know what's wrong with the world, but there's not enough God, and there's too much of that BS. I love my wife and kids so much, and miss them so much, that I'm making that my mission out here. Other than trying to be a profitable business, I want to build something. I don't want to just drive this one truck and make money and then go home. I want to build something. And if God sees fit to let me to do that, I'm going to be using some of whatever He allows me to have to go back to His Word, His church, and do something nice for somebody else. But you don't always have to do that with money. You can go out here and do that. I want to set an example, even if my kids and wife never see it. I want to set an example of how you should be as a human being out here and get rid of some of this evil that's going on in the world right now. And everybody's worried about this politics, and everybody's worried about this disease and this virus. You can't do a thing about any one of these things. Yeah, absolutely. Go vote. Go vote. I don't care who you vote for. I know I'm voting for, and I'm not necessarily happy with the character, but I know as a business owner and as a person with the values and morals I have, it's an easy choice. So that's all I'll say about the politics. But I want to set an example for my wife and kids, or somebody that they would be proud of if I died tomorrow and they never saw me again. And that's somebody that needs to be nice to you just because they want the world to be a nicer place. So if I see you out here, I'll throw my hand up. If you need some help, let me know. If you see me doing something wrong, don't be afraid to call me out. Let's have a discussion. Get your sleep. Be safe out there. These trucks get tired and they lay down. Keep between the buzz bar and the zipper. Godspeed. Talk to you in a couple weeks.